It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Nuggets in Denver. Well, for Denver, prior to the game, Coach commented on their level of confidence in the locker room, and he feels that they are prepared with a very strong game plan at the various matchups. Last season, under Coach Alvin Gentry, the Pelicans tried a more up-tempo approach. They had a rough start to the year, but improved later on. Kenny, what do you make of the change in offensive philosophy for the Pels?
Well, I think it wasn't anything to do with Coach Gentry's game plan. It was more to do with the players implementing it and understanding how to run it. And once they started to simplify it and they started to play longer in the season, they're one of the competitive teams in the West now.
The change did start to pay some dividends. The Pelican scoring was up, but they continue to struggle defensively. Kenny knows this firsthand. I know it firsthand. I wasn't a great defensive player, but I know that defense wins championships.
No, you were pretty good in your day.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah.
Let's send it down to Kevin Harlan, not to be defensive, as we approach tip-off.
Nice.
Listen to my voice to get the password. D as in Delta. F as in Foxtrot.
Shooting guard at 6'3" number 14, Gary Harris. In the middle, 16 inches, number 15.
Q as in Quebec.
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Both these teams with great front court play here. What was the most intimidating front court you ever faced off against?
Well, I might not go by names, but I might give you just some of the characteristics of tough front courts, Kevin. And any time that you have guys willing to sacrifice their bodies as 3, 4, or 5 men to set screens to open up their perimeter players, you're in for a long night. And ice bags.
Right, a black and blue. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Frazier is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Ingram. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Williamson in at the 4. They get it again.
O as in Oscar.
Inside shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's off on the first.
Well, the unfortunate thing for the Pelicans franchise is that injuries has been a constant for them the past few years. It's hard to explain, and it's been a real buzzkill for a team that was expected to become a factor in the Western Conference.
And he's good on the second. And the kind of injuries that the Pelicans have endured, Brent, would hamper any team, but it's only served to highlight their lack of depth.
Well, when you have the backup to the starter get hurt, I don't know where else you go. I mean, they brought in some D-League guys.
F as in Foxtrot.
Last year and gave them some shots at some 10 days to see if they could find something that was going to work. So they have to have the health, Kevin, before they're going to move forward, and we can even start to talk about secondary moves.
And here is Murray after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Lets it go from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Always pushing the action off.
I as in India.
So much pressure on the defense.
Passes to Williamson. Here's Cousins. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And it's the Nuggets ball. And there's the pass to Murray. Down low. The shot's good from Jordan.
Defensively, that
B as in Bravo.
Start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
That they did, and he's the one guy on D you can't leave alone, or he's going to get to the bucket over and over. Just torched them there.
Here's McCollum following the basket by DeAndre Jordan.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Murray kicks to Chandler. Pass to Harris. Jordan dishes to Harris. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harris has got his first basket.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
Frazier, the pass to Cousins. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Here's Murray. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Chandler outside. Tipped away. Jokic kicks to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Murray. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple.
U as in uniform.
Pass to Frazier. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. They set the screen. There's the feed to McCollum. Cousins with a screen on Harris. Passes it to Williamson. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
F as in Foxtrot.
Chandler outside. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk to Alvin Gentry a few minutes ago. The thing that jumps out at him the most about the team they're playing is the speed. He said we've got to hustle back on defense every time. This team loves to run, and we've got to run with them. I expect a back-and-forth pace tonight, Kevin.
S as in Sierra.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Kenneth Faried comes in for DeAndre Jordan. Paul Millsap is checked in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Will Barton in for Harris. Now here's McCollum. Step back shot. Tries again. And it's Williamson missing.
He certainly
C as in Charlie.
Opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening. Well, the Denver Nuggets franchise still mining for their first NBA title. They've had some very good teams, but have yet to make it to the finals. They did make it to the ABA finals back in '76. Still, these fans have yet to have a team win the West.
Whereas in Alpha,
Barton outside. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray kicks to Barton. Feeds to Millsap. Gets the leaner to fall. And the Nuggets, in their lack of making it to the finals. The team has been in the NBA since 1977, Brent. They've had some great teams, though, along the way.
Yeah, the Nuggets have not had tremendous team success, and you have to look back recently at the mellow years with Chauncey Billups and even Allen Iverson on those squads.
F as in
Back in the
Foxtrot.
80s with Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe and Dan Issel. Still a team starved for success.
Denver making a switch here. Nelson's checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Morris checked in for C.J. McCollum. .36 seconds left in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that one, good.
Well, there's a display of the dirty work by Fareed. That is not an easy shot given the defense, but still, he makes it look easy.
Moore outside. Fires the three. Knocks down the
J
throw.
as in Juliet.
Moore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Millsap. Oh, we've seen